gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's a Black Gen Z mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Neck while she was just sitting on the couch is recovering after a bullet came into her apartment and hit her in the neck while she was just sitting on the couch. Now Atlanta police are looking for the person responsible. All new tonight, we have video showing the shooting from a neighbor's camera. Fox 5's Eric Mock spoke to this woman's brother about the terrifying ordeal.
Woo! So we have another woman shot, and she's just sitting on the couch randomly in the A, which is seemingly a very safe activity to do, but in reality, it's not. Atlanta is very dangerous. So you have here a woman who was shot in the head in her own home. And this is becoming the norm in the community. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Well, Atlanta police are still searching for whoever shot into Brittany McElrath's apartment on January 2nd. Her brother Cornelius was sitting right next to her on the couch when it happened.
I was sitting right here on the couch watching TV. My little sister, she was sitting watching her phone. And next thing you know, we just hear a loud pow, like a gunshot.
Cornelius McElrath says his sister Brittany was sitting here on the couch in her apartment when the bullet hit her. You can see the bullet's path through the window, the couch where she was sitting, and through the wall.
And I seen the blood coming out her nose, and once I went over the tour, and I could see the bullet hole, you know, to me it was like back of her head.
Damn, and as you guys can see, like I said, these Atlanta apartments, bruh, they are not safe at all. Very dangerous. Anything can pop off at any time. That's why I had to get up out of there, because it's deadly. It's sad. And you have somebody who obviously almost lost their life, but their way of life is permanently affected.
Neighbor's surveillance camera captured the shooting. Notice the black car, likely a Dodge Challenger, speeding by. Witnesses say that was where the shots came from. Cornelius said 911 put him on hold, so they drove his sister to Grady, and he carried her inside.
The only thing that kept going through my mind at the time was, you know, she said, "Don't let me die."
Her other brother, Ray McElrath, says the bullet did some serious damage.
She had a broken neck, broken jaw, broken nose. There was several facial fractures.
Wow, man. And that is absolutely, I mean, that's scary. You can be completely minding your own business and be taken out just like that in the city of Atlanta. Guys, I genuinely don't know how to relay this message deeper into y'all's minds, but we are not safe out here just walking around and you know, even in your own homes. It's like that.
Because the bullet went through her neck and came out at the bridge of her nose.
Miraculously, Ray says his sister is likely to make a full recovery.
Her neck's broke, but she's not paralyzed. Her jaw's broke, but she can still talk. Her eye socket's broke, but she can still see.
Now these brothers just want the person who fired the shot to be brought to justice. Atlanta police say the car had a license plate number of CRD 4432. And that same neighbor's surveillance video showed this man getting into that car shortly before the shooting.
And I mean, it's just random like that. You got this random ninja walking out of the apartments. He's caught on surveillance, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because he don't care, obviously, because he's shooting randomly into somebody's apartment unit.
Both brothers say they can't fully relax until police arrest this person.
It don't make no sense. This out of nowhere. He had the wrong place. And my problem is what I'm a little nervous about. How we know he don't come, like he gonna come back or not?
Now, if you
I mean, if he come back and he meant to shoot her specifically, you better have something for him. That's the only thing that I could say. And I genuinely don't understand why these brothers are, you know, tiptoeing, right? Because we know in the community retaliation is a must. So maybe he's acting like that on the news and then gonna go spin the block. But I don't know. I don't see the character that he's playing. I don't see that in him, in my opinion.
recognize that person, or if you recognize that license plate number, call Atlanta police. Now, the family is focused on Brittany's recovery, but they're also in the process of trying to find her a new apartment to live in. Reporting in Atlanta, Eric Mock, Fox 5 News.
Gwinnett police are hoping a tip from the public will help them find the person who shot and killed an 18-year-old woman this morning at a house party in Grayson. 11 Alive's Erica Murphy is in Gwinnett with the latest on that investigation.
And police are telling me that this investigation is still in its early stages. However, they do know that someone shot an 18-year-old woman inside of this house in Grayson overnight at a house.
Woo! And it's a house party, y'all. Guys, I told you about these large gatherings in the community. They have to stop immediately. Must cease. Okay? Immediately must cease. You have to understand that it's dangerous. Why are you pulling up to the function, the kickback, any of these things? It's not okay. And the problem is they're gonna show the house. It was a beautiful house, probably $500,000 house or close to it, in Grayson, which is a good area. But still, that didn't stop these super teen gremlins on demon time.
Someone shot an 18-year-old woman inside of this house in Grayson overnight at a house party, and now they're looking for the shooter. Residents in the small neighborhood of Georgetown Commons say they are very concerned after learning someone was killed in a house on Chance Lane this morning. Police say they were called out around 1 a.m. for reports of shots fired, but ended up making a gruesome discovery inside the house.
Search the residence, clear it, and discover the deceased body of one adult female. At that point, the location was locked down.
Police say there were people at the party who could have seen what happened. Officers say when they got to the scene, it was very chaotic. People were rushing out of the home. Now they're hoping that someone comes forward with information that could help them find the shooter.
But we urge the public, because we know there was many individuals there, they probably got video, they know somebody. Contact detectives, give them your side of the story, what happened.
Corporal Mediato says that detectives interviewed several people at the scene and are still talking to others to try to figure out who killed the young woman. In the meantime, anyone who wishes to remain anonymous is being asked to call Crime Stoppers or the Detectives Bureau. Police are also sharing today that this is the 40th homicide that they've investigated this year. They're also hoping that anyone who knows anything about what happened here gives their Detective Bureau or Crime Stoppers a call. Reporting from Grayson, Erica Murphy, 11 Alive News.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jenquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
Was killed overnight at what investigators call a house party.
Investigators are now searching for the gunman. Fox 5's Tyler Fingert live at the scene in Grayson with details for us tonight. Tyler?
Yeah, Tom, good evening to you. Neighbors say a party at this house ended with gunfire that left a teen dead around 1 a.m. this morning. Police cleared the scene hours ago, but these liquor bottles are just some of the signs of the party.
Uh-oh, you see they got the crown. Lord have mercy. It was on and popping that night. What appeared to be a good night ended in a shootout. Guys, this has become the norm in the community, and it's time to address it. I always advocate group accountability, but I've already given the solutions. Refrain from large gatherings. I'm doing that. What about y'all? Doesn't look like it.
That ended in tragedy.
I heard like a big boom. I'm not sure if it was a shotgun or whatever.
Neighbors in the Georgetown Commons subdivision in Grayson left in shock Friday after an 18-year-old woman was shot and killed overnight during a house party on Chance Lane. Neighbors say after the gunfire, partygoers took off.
When I was looking out my front window, there was just cars from that area just rushing away from it.
The Gwinnett County Police Department says when officers got to the home around 1 a.m., it was chaos as people were trying to leave. They searched the home and found the teen dead.
We don't have a suspect in custody, but what we do know is that this happened at this location. It's not a random act where someone's going around just shooting people.
Police say it was a large house party with dozens of people in attendance. A neighbor says she called police earlier in the night about the noise, but nothing was done. Investigators don't know a motive, but believe it was sparked by something at the party.
Things like this can happen anywhere. It's unfortunate. We just want to make sure that whoever's responsible is brought to justice.
That teen has not been identified. If you know anything, you're asked to call the Gwinnett County Police Department. We're live in Grayson tonight. Tyler.
And is anybody at that party going to speak up? Because we know the hood know what happened. We know the community know what happened. So what's good?
Fingered, Fox 5 News.
Really sad situation for that teenager's family just days after Christmas. Thank you.
North of Atlanta, investigators say someone shot and killed a young woman following a house party. Cell phone video shows people scrambling from the Gwinnett County home following the deadly shooting. Atlanta News First reporter Patrick Quinn joins us live tonight in the Grayson subdivision. Patrick, this is where it happened, and neighbors told you there may have been a second woman hurt in the shooting.
And Sean, that new tip is something that Gwinnett County Police, they are looking into tonight. But what is confirmed, an 18-year-old woman, she is dead. And it all stemmed from a house party here in this Grayson subdivision.
I'm looking out my window. They're all scattering.
In cell phone video acquired by Atlanta News First, neighbors captured the moments.
So shout out to what sounds like a sister who filmed, as many people as she could, got some evidence of what happened, and I'm sure this will be used for the apprehension of the suspect at large. Shout out to her, for filming at least. But this is a nightmare. I mean, you have this house that looks like a castle, and it was completely turned into a haunted house by these super gremlins on Demon Time.
Dozens of young men and women scramble away from a Grayson house party after gunshots sounded off.
Just now, it was a bunch of gunshots.
You hear part of the frantic 911 call as guests drive away. Moments later, the first officer arrives in a white SUV. Officials tell us around 1 in the morning, Gwinnett police found an 18-year-old woman dead. Neighbors said a second woman was carried out by guests.
He's carrying her. Was she hit? Yay. Oh my God.
In the daylight, remnants of the party outside the house, broken bottles, alcohol, and red Solo cups. Neighbors still rattled.
Early morning or any time, nobody should have to hear any shootings, let alone killing of a person.
Horrified. Absolutely horrified. I mean, that something like that could happen in such a nice, peaceful neighborhood.
Gwinnett County Police do not have anyone in custody and have not named any suspects.
This all happened at the location. It doesn't seem to be someone just walking around shooting people. We don't know the motive of the shooting.
Those living nearby stunned. Their sleepy subdivision the site of deadly violence.
It was a threat, given that we've never, since we moved to this subdivision, had any shootings of any sort.
And back here live in Grayson, I was actually able to talk with a family member of the homeowner where this house party, neighbors say, happened early this morning. That homeowner was not in state, according to a family member. He's expected back tomorrow. That same family member went on to tell me that it was the son of the homeowner who actually threw this party, and Gwinnett County Police are urging anyone, if you have any information, video, pictures surrounding this shooting, you're encouraged to turn them over to Gwinnett County Police. From Grayson tonight, Patrick Quinn, Atlanta News First.
Patrick, thank you.
And that breaking news right now at noon, Gwinnett County Police releasing the identity of an 18-year-old woman who was found dead last week at a house party. Officers found the body of Shania Green from Lawrenceville early Friday morning.
All right, so we have an identity, Shania Green, of the young lady who lost her life, unfortunately. And very sad. Okay, very sad, because this could have been avoided. It really could have. I've, like I said, stated multiple times how this can be avoided, but the community doesn't seem to think that we have an issue. But we've got a big issue at hand, and nothing is going to slow it down until we take some group accountability, which I have been preaching for the longest. But until we take group accountability, we're still going to continue to get the same results. These super gremlins are on demon time.
At a house in Grayson. Now, they say she was shot in the head, and police have still not identified any suspects in Green's death. But
no suspects yet. And I'm sure there were black women at that party. So what happened to the protect black women phrase and chant that we've been hearing over and over and over again? What happened to that? Because somebody needs to speak up. Somebody knows what happens. As a matter of fact, I would say most of the people at that party knows what happened and who done it. But they're all staying silent. They're staying on code, as Tariq Nasheed would say. And I think that code is flawed.
But if you have any information, you are urged to give them a call.
Who said?
Gang violence and other kind of violence.